And now, a special edition of our show.
This is John Carter, and welcome to Come to the Sunshine.
My name is Andrew Sandoval, and this is Come to the Sunshine, and I'm taking you along on my trip to London to meet one of my favorite songwriters, John Carter.
Hi there.
Under the heading of experimental, I suppose, we have a record that you wrote called The Wall, which was done by a couple different artists, one called Fruit Machine, another called Naked Truth. I played both in the past on my show. Do you remember much about this record? Do you want to hear some of it? Or?
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's possibly right, I think.
Where are you going and what are you doing tonight? Why are you running away from the house with no lights? What do you see with that look in your eye? Why are you saying goodbye? I'm going down the road of broken dreams, 'cause life is never quite the way it seems. I'm taking me a trip along the road, so be sure to catch me if I go. What have you done with the son of your motherly love? Why are you wearing your heart like a red velvet glove? Where are your worldly possessions untold? Where is your silver and gold? I gave them to the people in the street, so they could buy some paradise to reach. I'm taking me a trip along the road, so please be sure to catch me if I go. I'm going down the road of broken dreams, 'cause life is never quite the way it seems. I'm taking me a trip along the road, so please be sure to catch me if I go. I'm going down the road of broken dreams, 'cause life is never quite the way it seems. I'm taking me a trip along the road.
Issued in January of 1969, a US-only release for the UK concoction The Fruit Machine, from the American Music Makers 45, written by Russ Alquist with my guest today, John Carter. So obviously, you would have had to have heard some psychedelic records by this point. It's pretty late in the game even for psychedelia, but what sort of records? Was it just anything on the charts, or did you listen to albums by different people? Or
Always, yeah. I tried to listen to as much as I could, but you tend not to copy. As a writer, you don't think, I must do something in that style. You just let it come and see what turns up.
what sort of recollections or what sort of emotions come up when you hear something like that from the past that you know it's not something that has been played a ton?
No. I just think, blimey, did I write that song? Honestly, I do. Very strange.
There's another crazy record I was going to talk about called Cooks of Cake and Kindness. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Have any stories behind that? Or
I don't think so, except I thought the title was really funny.
The cooks of cake and kindness are somewhere to be found. The cooks of
Californians doing The Cooks of Cake and Kindness, released in the UK on January 31st, 1969 via the Fontana label, written by Russ Alquist with my guest today on Come to the Sunshine, John Carter. So it's 1969 now, and you got Mickey Most to do a song you wrote called My Sentimental Friend. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that record.
Yeah, that was written with Geoff, I believe. Mm-hmm. And we'd done a demo and instantly thought Hermits. And as I said before, Mickey Mouse was always open to our songs. And he let us know straight away. He said, I'm going to do it. So you stopped plugging it. You didn't have to say, we'll try so-and-so, we'll try so-and-so. It's like, Herman's going to do it, that's fine. Forget that one.
When Mickey was going to cut one of your records, would you go to the session, or would you just sort of figure out, he's got it?
Let him get on with it.
Yeah.
He was a good producer, yeah. Sometimes, when we sang on the record, obviously we'd be there, but I trusted him.
On the floor, the people dance around, moving close together, but they're all alone in the corner. There's the girl I once knew who broke me in two. So won't you please play a song, a sentimental song for my sentimental friend over there. We've been so long apart, make it go right to the heart of my sentimental friend over there. Bring the tears to her eyes, help to make her realize the love we had was just beyond compare. Then if the time is right, maybe I'll hold her tight, my sentimental friend over there. I recall the way she used to feel when we heard a sad song. The teardrops would fall and she'd hold me and tell me she'd be forever with me. So won't you please play a song, a sentimental song for my sentimental friend over there. We've been so long apart, make it go right to the heart of my sentimental friend over there. Bring the tears to her eyes, help to make her realize the love we had was just beyond compare. Then if the time is right, maybe I'll hold her tight, my sentimental friend over there. Oh, won't you please play a song, a sentimental song for my sentimental friend over there. We've been so long apart, make it go right to the heart of my sentimental friend over there. Bring the tears to her eyes, help to make her realize the love we had was just beyond compare. And if the time is right, maybe I'll hold her tight, my sentimental friend over there. Oh, won't you please play a song, a sentimental song.
Released on April 11th, 1969, Hermits and My Sentimental Friend, written by Geoff Stephens with my guest today on Come to the Sunshine, John Carter. How did your songwriting change, you feel, when you moved into the 1970s from this whole rush of different styles in the 1960s?
I got involved from the beginning of the 70s in music for advertising. Mm-hmm. And I was doing that nearly every day. And it's wonderful business. I mean, it's great, lovely payments they gave you. And it took up most of my time. I still managed to write a few songs, but you got a call like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon saying, "Oh, I've got this guy with me. He wants a commercial for so-and-so, and he needs it by tomorrow." And you had to do it.
So by that point, were you still going out to a studio? Did you sort of get your own facilities to do jingles and things like that, or?
No, it was all at different studios. I worked for a company called Airedale. Air was George Martin's
Sure,
company.
yeah, okay.
And Edel was this guy from America who had a similar company going in America. And they would just come to this place and say, "We need a jingle commercial for so-and-so," and get them all the details. Then they'd phone me or whoever and say, "Can you come in? I'll give you the brief, and he needs it by Thursday." And you do it. Pressurised, but good fun. I'd write things coming home on the bus. I'd have it all worked out by the time I got home. I tell you, it was great money because you got paid every time that commercial was on TV.
Did you ever go through a period where you felt like songs were hard to get to? Did you ever have any sort of, "I can't do this," or "I've got a block," or anything?
I've had songs where I've started and then thought, not really happy with it, and abandoned it completely.
Yeah.
I think if you try and force yourself, then it's not a good enough song.
These days, you're still writing songs. And so, obviously, songwriting is now, what you could say, is your main passion, because after all these years, it's the thing you've kind of followed along through this whole period.
Absolutely, yeah.
Your songwriting partner is?
Salamo Hamson.
And how did the two of you meet?
I heard him play just once and I thought, he's got it. And he's got a great voice as well.
Yeah, so, and people can hear your songs online.
Yeah.
Where's the main site for them to listen to your music?
iHamster.
So that's HAMZTER for all the listeners out there, and they can listen to John Carter's latest collaborations, and it's fantastic that you're still writing songs, and you're out performing as well a bit.
A bit, yeah. We like going to open mics, don't we? And
That's right. Yeah.
doing some of the old songs and some of the new ones we're writing. It's just great fun. How can you stop? It's music.
And I'd like to thank John Carter for all of his wonderful music and the pleasure it's given me over all these years. I hope you'll come back to the sunshine next week when we return to the 1960s. Until next time.
Sunshine girl, I'm leaving soon, but I'll be back someday. Sunshine girl, I feel your eyes on me. Your looks excite me. I wonder, can it be? Do you invite me to hold you tightly? How you delight me, my sunshine girl. Tonight, tonight, and every night, I wanna be beside you. Tonight, tonight, and every night, I'll be the one to guide you. As the wind blows gently on the blue lagoon, I'll hide you, sunshine girl, my sunshine girl. Sunshine girl, now I must go away, 'cause this was only a summer holiday. But one day I'll be returning, you see, across the blue sea, my sunshine girl. Tonight, tonight, and every night, I'm gonna dream about you. Tonight, tonight, and every night, how can I live without you? When I'm home, then everyone will hear about my little sunshine girl, my sunshine girl. Tonight, tonight, and every night, I'm gonna dream about you. Tonight, tonight, and every night, how can I live without you? When I'm home, then everyone will hear about my little sunshine girl, my sunshine girl.